All right, hello everybody, and welcome to the second episode of the PT Footy podcast. I'm Peter, and with me today I have Kyle,
What's going on, guys?
Alex,
How's it going, everybody?
and Kevin.
Hello, everyone. I hope you're all doing well after yesterday's disappointment.
Oh my God, we're gonna get into that. We're definitely gonna get into that. But first order of business today, we're gonna talk Portugal versus Estonia, obviously, because we didn't cover that one. Now I'll start with Kevin here. Kevin, what did you think of the game? So just before you answer. So Portugal's lineup was Rui Patricio, Cedric, Pep, José Fonte, Guerreiro, Danilo, André Gomes, João Mário, Moutinho, Quaresma, and Ronaldo. Just two players different from the game for the 11 that started against Iceland.
Um, I didn't really get to watch that Estonia game. I was able to hear it. From what I heard, Quaresma out of his mind again. They played collectively well as a group. I do think that, heading into the Euro, that would have been a good morale booster. And I know we're going to get into the Iceland game afterwards, but from what I heard, I didn't get to see it, like I said, but from what I've heard, they played very well, especially as a team, which I was very happy to hear. But other than that, that's all I honestly have for my opinion on that game.
All right, fair enough. Kyle, did you get to watch the game?
Yeah, I watched the game. I'm not sure if I remember all the details of the game, but I know Quaresma had an amazing match, and it may be Estonia, but like Kevin said, that's a morale booster for heading into the Euros. And yeah, it was an overall entertaining match with Ronaldo getting on the score sheet, and especially Lord Ether getting on the score sheet also. Everybody was excited about that goal. And yeah, 7-0 scoreline. It was a great game and really enjoyed it.
Yeah, just to let you guys know that Estonia only lost twice by two or more goals. So they might be, a national team that don't have that big of a name, but they still don't play that bad. And Portugal thrashing them 7-0 was actually a pretty good scoreline. Now, Alex, what did you think of the game?
I thought we played pretty well collectively as a group. Like the other two guys said, it was definitely a confidence booster heading into the Euros. It didn't seem to work, but Quaresma, fantastic. That's what everybody expected him to do when he first bursted on the scene as a teenager. Of course, that's Sporting. But yeah, it was a good game, and Ronaldo, of course, getting on the score sheet. Eder scoring, boosting up his confidence a bit, and yeah, that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, it was a good game. I think we played well. Ronaldo missed the sitter, but eventually he came through. Quaresma was the man of the match, 2 goals and 2 assists. That man was tremendous. It was an easy game for Portugal. I guess when everything comes off, you can really see how good this team can be. There's a lot of potential, but things just gotta go right. If they don't, then I don't think that this team is able to turn things around, like we saw in the Iceland game when we played a very defensive team. I don't think they were able to turn that around. But I think that's all really to talk about the Estonia game. So Portugal played Iceland yesterday. So the starting 11 was Rui Patricio, Vieirinha, Pep, Ricardo Carvalho, Rafael Guerreiro, Danilo, André Gomes, João Mário, Moutinho, Nani, and Ronaldo. Fernando Santos did say that Quaresma could have started, but he wasn't sure, so he decided to play Nani. And I really don't like Nani, to be honest, but he had a very, very good game, in my opinion, yesterday. So, Kyle, what did you think of the game?
I think it was a typical Portugal match in a major competition in the group stage, I guess. Like, we seem to play down to our competition, but unless we're playing against a bigger team, sometimes we play decent against them, and sometimes we don't. But the Iceland game, we scored a fairly early goal, like 30, not too early, but it was like 30 minutes in or something. But it was passed across from Andre Gomes, and Nani puts it in. But then we at halftime, I don't know what was going on there, but Iceland must have had a nice confidence boost by their manager, and they scored pretty early in the second half. And I don't know what Vieirinha was doing there, but he should
Exactly.
have had, yeah, he should have had that guy marked, but I guess it was nice. It was a nice goal, to be honest. Rui Patricio couldn't do anything about it. But after that point, the game got pretty boring. They were sitting back. We had a lot of chances. We had like, what, 26 shots or something. They had like 6. Yeah, so they really didn't. They were not really playing for the win. They were just sitting back. They wanted the draw. But I think we're gonna bounce back from this, and I think we're gonna get the 2 wins against Austria and Hungary.
Yeah. This match reminded me a lot of the Portuguese league games where you watch Benfica, Sporting, and Porto play, and the team just goes out all defensively, and you can barely break them down. If you guys remember, Benfica dropped points against União da Madeira at the Madeira, and oh my God, it was unbelievable. The fact that the União defended so well, Benfica couldn't break them down, and this game was a lot like that one. Iceland came out there. They said, "All right, we're gonna get this draw. We want this. It's our first ever game in the Euro, so we don't want to lose. We want to be spoilers." And that's what they did. They had one good shot. It went in. A defensive mistake by Portugal, and they ended up drawing. I really think that we deserved more, though. And I know that a lot of people criticize the team and said that they didn't have enough heart in them, but I think that they did more than enough to win that game. I just want to give out a really quick shout out to Rafael Guerreiro, who I think he should have taken the free kick in the end. Even Warian tweeted a goal that he scored for them about the same position on the 93rd minute. So the kid has ice in his veins. He's really talented, and he's not afraid to take opportunities. So I don't know why Ronaldo didn't let him take that free kick. But yeah, 1-1. I don't think it was a fair result, but it is what it is. Kevin, what did you think of the game?
I thought it was an all right performance by Portugal. Honestly, we all know they could have done much better than what they did yesterday. Like you were saying, a lapse in defense. From what I've seen when I saw the play, I didn't get to see it over again, but Adrien is a right back. He's in the middle of the box. Yeah, he didn't handle the ball very well there, but where were the center backs? I think the only center back in the box, I believe it was Ricardo Carvalho.
I think it was Pep.
Was it Pepe? All right, whatever one. But where was the other center back is my question. I mean, do you get what my question is? Like,
Yeah, he was almost into the box.
he was nowhere to be seen. Making a point to that free kick with Ronaldo at the end. I mean, you can't yeah, because Ronaldo didn't score, but had Ronaldo scored, nobody would be questioning why Rafael didn't take it.
Yeah,
You
but
know,
the fact is that Ronaldo hasn't scored one in such a long time for Real Madrid and for Portugal that it just gets a little bit weird for the fact that he doesn't let other players try. Like you can be the best in the world, but you don't have to be the best at everything. Like he can say, "Look, I'm not that good at free kicks. I could let someone else take the free kicks because they're better than me at that." I think he wants to carry that team so much that he doesn't even think that he could be hurting them while doing that.
no, I get that. That's a good point. But yeah, the last goal that we saw from Rafael obviously was the free kick goal, which is fantastic. But Ronaldo is Ronaldo, and he can score free kicks. We've all seen it over the years. He's a great free kick taker, and I just think he was a little unlucky. And sometimes it does seem like he tries like way too hard, and unfortunately it didn't work out. But besides Rafael, um, I want to talk about Nani, who played fantastic. To me, man of the match in this game with Iceland. Um, Andre Gomes, I don't know. I thought he was just all right. He was good. I don't think he was great, like man of the match great. That's just my opinion. I'm not saying he didn't play good because he did play good, but I just think he was mediocre with the rest of the team, and Nani was the only one who was actually working out there the most out of everybody.
All right, fair enough. You know that we disagree. Me and Kyle disagree. As we both think that Andre Gomes was one of the best. But moving on to Alex here. Alex, what did you think of the game?
I definitely thought we should have won the game. Like I said, 26 or 27 shots, something like that, to 5 or 6 for Iceland. But they definitely got lucky with their goal. Our first goal with Andre Gomes, it was definitely a nice play. from Andre Gomes. Can't take that away from him. But I don't really rate the kid. Just I feel like he's kind of clumsy when he's on the ball. I don't know. There's just something about him that I don't like.
Because he played for Benfica.
No. I'm not a biased Benfica.
I agree,
I'm not
Alex.
biased Benfica.
Okay, you're just Kevin. You're just pissed because he scored that wonder goal against you guys.
No,
Come
no,
on.
he was very sloppy in the middle with a lot of passes like late in the second half. That's what I saw. I don't know what these guys saw, but that's what I saw.
Yeah, but I need to point out something really quickly. He's playing out wide, and he's a center midfielder. Okay, he's playing a little bit out of position.
That's
Him
true.
and João Mário. So it's obvious that they're gonna take a while to adapt. João Mário was luckier because with Jorge Jesus, he played out wide since Carrillo was a gunner. Andre Gomes played his whole season through the middle. He's more of a central midfielder. So obviously he can look sloppy or just not that good as a winger as he can be in the middle of the pitch because he's just not that player, you know. So
Yeah, but
I
he didn't really.
understand saying that he's sloppy, but he worked hard and I think he played well, created a lot of chances.
He
He
was
didn't
alright.
really play as a traditional winger though. He kind of drifted inside a lot, sort of like Jean Mario's role at Sporting.
Yeah,
Didn't
exactly.
see.
That's what they do, but still.
Um, all right, and then Nani, Kevin. I know you like Nani, but I definitely disagree. I think he bottles way too many chances. I don't think he's. I don't want him near the starting 11 at all. I'd rather be playing Rafa Silva. I think Adrien should be playing up top. We should play a 4-3-3 and have Ronaldo out wide. But um, yeah, Iceland, they were very good on the counter attack, as you can tell. But on their goal, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, Rafael Guerreiro was caught upfield, and that is why Carvalho drifted out to stop their counter attack. And then, so that's where the one center back was. And then,
Yeah, but
obviously,
the issue
Verena.
was that even Danilo went out to help Ricardo Carvalho, so we had no one in the middle.
Yeah, but Varinha should have been marking his man. Like he left him wide open there.
Definitely.
Yeah, and about Verena as well. He's another person that I don't like, just like Nani. I definitely think Cedric should be playing. He played well against Estonia. Well, what do you laugh?
Okay, it's already. I agree with you, Alex, for all that matters.
No, Andre Almeida should have been called up. That's what I
Oh,
think.
come on, Zach. Come on.
He's solid. He did some solid work. No one can really complain about that.
I'm pretty
Captain
sure
Slav-
Cedric on the at the Estonia game, Cedric was getting scouted by Barcelona. So yeah, that's
Ah, no
obviously.
way. You know that's not true. Why is Cedric going to Barcelona? I mean, come on, you can't be serious.
No, I've seen it. I've seen the. I've seen
It's
some
not.
data.
It's not gonna happen.
Come
I
on,
mean,
the chances of that are like Sporting winning the league. They're slim.
Oh,
like, don't get this the wrong way. He's a good player, but he's just not Barcelona caliber. At least
I
not
think
now.
he is. I think he is. Danny Alves
Okay.
is leaving. Who's gonna replace Danny Alves? Tell me
Well,
that.
no. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not this. I don't know. I'm not.
Well, our podcast is not about Barcelona, so let's not talk about this.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's linked with. He's getting scouted by some big clubs, so it tells you something. And I think he should have been playing Verena.
I
Again,
agree
he's not a right back, is he? He's a right winger.
the only
No, looks like we seem to have lost Peter and Kevin. So looks like we're on our own. The
All right, we are on
Sportingista,
our own.
the Sportingista, and the Benfiquista. Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Peter's back.
Zach. All right, so
I have no idea what happened. I was saying, hey, you can
Peter,
see
you got
me.
a camera on there.
I know. I was saying that the only reason why I agree with you is because Cedric is a natural right back,
And he's a
the
worldie
idea
too. Tell me where he started at.
like coming from a winger position and coming back on defense, he's obviously gonna have some issues. He's not gonna be as good marking as Cedric is, or Andre Almeida would be, or any other player that is a right back.
Yeah.
So
For me, I didn't think that Verena was that bad defensively. I just think that I don't think he was very good offensively.
you see, I don't think so. He had a good shot on target. He crossed the ball in a couple of times. I think his defensive work is really what led him.
He also gave the pass to Andre Gomes when Andre Gomes crossed it in.
Yes, yeah, exactly. So he's a good player, but I would have gone for Cedric just because he's a natural right back.
And
Um, yeah.
and that's pretty much all I gotta say. Their goalie, he's pretty good, made some good saves. And about that 90th minute free kick situation, Ronaldo or Guerreiro, I mean, Ronaldo's got to take him. Like he has to. You're
He
not just
has
gonna.
to.
You're
Even
not just
even if he
gonna.
misses, if even if he misses 50 in one,
I'm pretty sure
like,
he said that he didn't score in a long time for Real Madrid, but I'm
he
pretty sure
scored
that.
that one against Wolfsburg, yes, but you
Yeah,
forget about that one, and it'll probably take you years to find another one. You
I
know,
mean,
I'm just that
lifetime
was just my
expectancy.
opinion though.
Nobody would be saying that if he scored.
Obviously, but you've got to start questioning now because it isn't a thing that happens once like every 2 years. It happens almost every game. You know, you can't just have Ronaldo take every single free kick because he's the best in the world. That just doesn't work. You have other players that might be better than him at doing that.
I know, but he's proven that he can take free kicks. You know, like he scored from like 45 yards out at Manchester United when he was there. So I just think
Yeah,
he
I
can
know,
take a
I
free
know that
kick.
he's good at taking free kicks, but he's just haven't hasn't been in his mark. All right, so moving on to the subs, Moutinho came off for Renato, João Mário off for Quaresma, and André Gomes off for Eder. Let's talk about Renato, guys. Um, Kevin, how do you think? What do you think of Renato when he came on?
Oh, he came in very well. He's a great player. I was a big fan of his even when he was at Benfica. I just never said it, but he's a great young talent, future of Portugal. He came in very well. Like always, he played a great game. Not much, but for what he did with the time that he had, it was fantastic. Um, that's all I have to say about that. For right now, at least,
Alex.
until we get into the Soul Adrien thing.
Yeah, we gotta let the viewers settle down a little bit. They don't want them to know about that surprise we got in store for them. Alex, did you think that Renato changed the game, or at least tried to help out the team as soon as he came on?
I see. We're gonna get into this later, but
Yes,
uh,
don't mention Adrian. Forget that Adrian was on the bench. Okay, just give me your opinions as soon as
Adrien should have
Renato
came
came
on
on.
though.
Okay, just don't think about that though. You have Renato on the pitch, subbed off Moutinho, who had a very subpar game. Did he change anything? That's what I'm asking.
I mean, yeah, he's a good player. You know, he got around a couple of guys. He's full of energy, and I don't know. He could start, but he didn't change the game. He didn't score, so yeah.
Okay, I think that honestly, as soon as I saw those Iceland players just tackle like furiously, like Rafael Guerreiro, like so many times out wide, I was like, okay, this game needs Renato. This is getting too physical. Because Renato can just shrug off opponents like it's nothing. That kid is such a monster. Like he's so big and he's very strong. So hardly any players can take him off the ball. So that's why I thought, you know what, this game needs Renato. This game needs someone that can hold on to the ball and go for 3 or 4 players. That's why I thought he should have come on. He came on. I don't think he really did work out that well because simply I don't think the team was helping him out either. He tried
Yeah,
getting
he
onto the
didn't
good
have enough
spots. He
time
tried
either.
getting the ball, but
Well,
yeah,
he
and
still played good though with the runs that he made in the
yeah,
middle.
Yeah, he
yeah,
wasn't bad.
definitely.
Yeah, he
You
started
could
a
you
lot of
could
counterattacks
yeah,
too.
but yeah, you could clearly see that his movement was different. Like he tried passes. I thought it was quite funny when Portugal was just playing the ball around the back, and suddenly Renato goes to the left because the ball is on the left, and then they suddenly switch it off to the right, and you just see him like complaining. He's just like, "Oh man, I didn't get the ball." You need those players that are hungry for the football, that want to change things. And that's why I thought that this game needed Renato. He
I thought
didn't
it needed
do
Adrien Silva though.
Let's just we'll get into that later, okay? I don't think he had the time to do that much, but yeah, Kyle, you're the last one. Give us your opinion on Renato.
Sanchez, like usual, in the time he had, played a great game. For me, he started a lot of counterattacks, and like he has so much pace and he's so strong that like he would always run down the middle, and he like had I know he had a good ball. It was offside, but he chipped it up to Ronaldo.
Oh
And
yeah. Hmm.
yeah, it was offside. But if that wasn't offside, then I think Ronaldo would have scored that. And I think Renato in whatever 20 minutes or whatever he played created more than João Mario in the full game that he played, 60 minutes or something. That's
Oh yeah, I'm not trying to be biased here, but I think João Mario had a very very bad game. He didn't look like the player that we saw at Sporting the whole season. What did you
I
guys
disagree with
think?
that. I
You don't
disagree.
think so?
Disagree as well.
Okay, I just didn't like him. I don't know. I thought he didn't create as much, and he lost the ball too many times. I
Yeah,
don't
but so did
know.
Danilo though.
yeah.
And Gomes.
Yes, I know, but you're used to seeing João Mario, and you're used to seeing a player that can create anything out of nowhere, and he literally did nothing. I was expecting a very good game from him, and I thought he was one of the worst on the pitch.
Oh no.
Come on, Peter.
That was just that.
That's wrong to say.
Were we watching the same game? Were we watching the same game?
Yeah, we were. I'm just saying him and Moutinho were probably the more useless guys on the pitch.
See,
Oh,
I
come
thought
on.
Danilo was useless. I thought Danilo was useless.
To a certain extent, it
I'd rather
was
put
60
Fernando
minutes in. It was 60 minutes in, and my dad turned to me and said, "Is Daniel playing?" And I said, "Yeah, Daniel's playing." And he's like, "I haven't even heard his name yet." So Danilo, Moutinho, and João Mario, in my opinion, were the worst players on the pitch. But
Wait, so
Alex, if you
Alex,
disagree, then just let us know.
would you start William Carvalho over Danilo, or would you keep
Of course
starting
I would.
Danilo?
My midfield would be
Oh
William
my God.
Carvalho, João Mario, and Adrien Silva.
Oh.
Okay, hold on. And you telling me that Danilo had one of his best seasons in a terrible, terrible, terrible Porto side
Oh, very terrible, yeah.
didn't deserve to start over William
Not that
Carvalho?
bad,
with another
Jesus.
full start. All right,
Wow.
Kevin.
Pretty bad, Kevin, pretty bad.
Porto's midfield wouldn't work if it wasn't for Danilo. Okay, and I'm pretty sure you agree with me. He
Yeah,
was
I
up
agree, but he
there
didn't have a good
defending
game.
and attacking.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
nobody
you
can argue
wouldn't.
against that.
Yeah, but you wouldn't start William Carvalho given the season that he had against Danilo. Danilo had a bad
I will
game,
start
yes,
next
but I
game,
wouldn't
though.
have
I will
started
start next
William.
game.
Maybe, but only because he picked up a knock.
If you said that you were going to start William Carvalho over Danilo, I would have said you're smoking crack.
See, I think,
That's what Alex said, though.
yeah, listen now. Alright, Danilo, you guys are talking about João Mario giving the ball away. Andre Gomes giving the ball away. But you gotta mention Danilo. He gave the ball away so many times. And he doesn't even attack. Like, I
Well,
know
how
he's a
many tackles did he win?
Yeah, but I think he was. I think on this one, Alex is totally right. Like I saw a player come up behind Danilo, and he just lost the ball like he wasn't even like he
No,
didn't
I
even
agree.
have
He
it.
was far from his
I
best.
think he picked up a knock somehow during the
Maybe he
first
was
half
nervous.
because he wasn't the same player. He clearly wasn't. He lost balls that he normally
No,
wouldn't
that's
have.
true. I agree with that. He was far from his best, but he wasn't that bad. I mean, come on.
No, but he
was
certainly
pretty
could
bad.
be
Still better
one
than
of the
Williams.
worst
Yeah,
players.
that worse on the pitch.
Played that bad. Like you guys are saying, it's like
Hey.
he lost every
Yeah,
single
but,
ball.
but you guys are saying
No, it's like when I'm talking about a player that played badly, they didn't play that bad. I think no one played bad because no one played great. They played normally, but some players were subpar to what you're usually accustomed to see. That's why I was so surprised with João Mario when he didn't do as much as I saw him do with Sporting or with Danilo or with Moutinho, because Moutinho was really he didn't do anything. He was scared to create. Our forward midfielder didn't do anything. He didn't try to create anything. Moutinho,
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
think
think. I think Martino lost his spot, in my opinion. He
I
shouldn't
think so
be playing.
too.
No, I hope he did.
Okay.
I think.
Go on.
I think that we should be playing Adrian's over there, in my opinion. Or
Oh,
maybe
Yeah, he would have won.
yeah,
Had
okay,
Adrien played, we would have won.
yeah,
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe. All right, hold on. All right, guys.
What, are you agree with me for once, Kevin?
He agrees with you. Yeah.
good. That doesn't happen too often, so.
Agree
Alright,
with
guys.
what?
The Adrien Silas should have started over Moutinho thing.
Oh, that yeah, I'll agree. Adrien should have started over Moutinho, but not over
Alright.
Renato. If that was the case, Renato started.
Anyway, we'll get into that in a second. Just want to ask you guys, what would be the best formation for Portugal? Because Alex said 4-3-3. Kyle, what do you say?
Yeah, I agree with Alex. The 4-3-3 would be better than what they're playing now. The 4-4-2.
Kevin?
I agree.
Okay. I also agree, but I have a little. There's something that I want to discuss. I don't know if you guys saw the under 21 last year. But the front three were Ivan Cavaleiro, Ricardo Pereira, and I honestly can't remember who played it. Who else played? But there were three forwards, and all of them moved around. They were so flexible with their movements. Like for example, Ivan Cavaleiro was in the middle, then 5 minutes later he was on the right, then
Yeah, we
five
did that
minutes
for a
later he was on the
game.
left.
We tried that for a game.
That's what I want to see in Portugal. I want to see Ronaldo play in the middle, Quaresma on one side, and João Mario on the other, or Nani, whoever you want. But I want to see them move. I want to see them go around and try and figure out what's the best place for them to be in, because that's very difficult to mark. If you like saying to a center back, look, you're gonna mark Ronaldo, and then suddenly Ronaldo is on the left, he moves a little bit to the left, and then Ronaldo goes to the right, and the center back goes to the right. That's obviously going to create space for other players. And with the skill that we have, with the caliber of players that we have, that can help us out a lot. I don't know if you guys agree with me. Just give me your opinions, everyone.
I agree with you, but for me, I want to play Adrien up top. Ronaldo in his natural position, just because we were crossing the ball in so many times that game, and we were crossing it into, obviously Ronaldo, he can win headers, but our other striker is Nani, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And Nani's not going to win any headers, so I think that having a target man like Adrien, and he has been in good form for Lille and for Portugal in the past few games.
I can't really say much because I don't watch Liga, but yeah.
Neither do I, but I've just heard. And yeah, I just think playing with the target man would be good, and you can have Ronaldo drift. You can have whoever we played on the right, Quaresma. He could drift with Ronaldo. Them two can rotate sides.
Yeah.
Like you said, that'd be hard to mark. But I think we got to give Eder the chance. And yeah, 4-3-3 with the Sporting trio of midfield in the midfield.
Yeah. All right. Kyle and Kevin, do you agree with me? So, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I agree. I like what Alex was saying with Cristiano Ronaldo in his natural position on the left, and I'd say go with Eder too in the next game, because I think that he has something to prove in this Euro, and I think he will step up if he were to start against Austria. That's just my opinion. And Quaresma, of course, on the right, because he's magical. He really needs to play. Like, if he plays, I think he will be a game changer for us.
Definitely agree. Kevin, you're the last one to give your thoughts. Do you agree with me, or do you go with Eder up top?
I'll have to agree with the other guys. Put Eder up top, Cristiano out wide with Quaresma. The midfield, put Danilo, Renato, and I would have to say Adrien, I think, for me, for the next game. See how that works out.
Okay. To hear. That's what I want to hear.
Alright, this is the time now. This is what everyone's been waiting for.
Wait,
guys,
no, go ahead.
Well, go at it, guys. Renato versus
Wait,
Adrien.
before we get into the Adrien versus Renato, what do you guys think about? What do you guys think about Bruno de Carvalho rejecting a proposed 80 million offer
That's
for an
fake.
unnamed player?
It's not real. It's not real.
Yeah, for Solani, who can score double the goals of Vardy.
Okay, alright, you can
Maybe it's
start
not.
with that. Even Alex said that that's absolutely
It's bullshit. We would
ridiculous.
never do that. Especially with our financial situation, we'd never do that.
And especially being in the Portuguese league. Like, what the hell? Like, who would reject 80
Why would
million?
you say that? Like, what is the point of saying
Why
that?
would you say that? The same reason why Jorge Jesus said that if he wanted Mitroglou, he would have had him already.
Because
Yeah,
we would have
true.
had him.
No, you
Oh,
wouldn't have.
Oh my God, no, he wouldn't, because Mitroglou said, "Look, no, I'm not going to Sporting. I'm going to Benfica." Players have the right to choose, and the way that he tries to mask things, Bruno Carvalho and Jorge, is just ridiculous. You can just say, "Look, the player
I
didn't
think
want to
that's
join.
very
He didn't join. Who
complicated.
cares?" Danilo didn't want to join the Sporting. He joined Porto. Jessá didn't want to join Sporting. He joined Porto. Marega didn't want to join Sporting. He joined Porto. It's no big deal. You
Yeah,
can
but
just say
Alan
this player
Ruiz
didn't want to
didn't want
join.
to. He wanted to join Sporting, not Porto.
Who?
Sure.
Alan Ruiz. His if you guys
Who the
didn't.
hell's Alan Ruiz?
You don't even know him. What is he
Like
play
that's
for
the point I'm getting
Cologne?
to. Like nobody's want to go to Sporting.
good.
All the,
Apparently he's
even
good.
Moraga
Apparently he's
sucks
good.
and he wanted to go to Port. I mean, that says a lot.
Yeah.
Alan Ruiz, I don't know if you guys follow him on Twitter. If you do, Rosinho, or if you don't, Rosinho double O. But his brother retweeted my tweet, so that's pretty cool. But
That's
That makes him good. He's a great player now.
I was
That's
talking
good. Carcelo follows me, so that's a thing. He does though. I'm not kidding. He does though. But anyway.
Wow.
Okay.
All right.
I forgot what I was gonna say now.
No, you were just saying.
Okay, well,
you know,
I was talking to some Argentina, like Argentinians, and they say he's not bad. Like,
Is he better than
arguably
Sergio?
better than Sergio.
Yeah.
Arguably.
I knew you were
It's
gonna get
arguable.
it.
It's arguable. It's not my word. It's not my
He's
word.
even on the like under 21 squad or whatever they for the Olympics. He's not even there, is he?
I don't know if he's there now.
There you go. There he is. All right, but moving
I don't
on.
think he's 21 now. I don't think he's 21 now.
Yeah, but
I
then
think he's
again, Alan
I think
Ruiz
it's
didn't
22,
play
23.
like a couple
Okay.
or last games of the season apparently. I don't know what happened at the club, but they didn't
Apparently-
play him. or something.
Apparently he's got an attitude problem.
Yeah.
I don't. But from what I understood, the fans despised him for moving out when the season was still going, and they threatened
Why
him
though?
to
He's
death.
going to a bigger club.
But they threatened him to death. And he literally said, "I'm not playing here," and then he moved out. He had to leave Argentina. He was that bad. So I feel bad for the kid, but that's what I know. That's what I know.
You know, we also signed Spalvis in January as well.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
apparently he's got apparently
Yeah.
like I heard that from some people
problem.
well, only ever since he joined Sporting, like when he officially joined Sporting, then he stopped trying on the pitch and stuff, which I don't like. You know, you should try to raise that goal total, you know, but
Yeah, but we'll get into Sporting in just a little bit. I want Kyle and Alex to discuss this. Now, for the viewers who don't know what the hell is going on, earlier today on Twitter, there was a very, very big discussion between Kyle and Alex about who was better, Renato or Adrien. They both had their points, but they're both gonna make it again here on the podcast. I'm gonna give Alex the word first. Alex,
no, you can let Kyle go first. You can let
Who's
Kyle
Kyle?
go
He
first.
from last night.
Ladies first. Ladies first.
I want you to go first. I
No,
want you to go
Kyle
first.
to go first because I want to hear this. I want to hear. I
Alright,
need to
so
put
you-
laugh. I just want to hear
you-
laugh quickly.
Okay. All right, Kyle. Why is Renato better than Adrien?
Alright, well, I think Renato is better than Adrien because he is the one that ever since when he started his first game for Benfica, he pretty much changed the whole season for us. He was our inspiration. He inspired the players. He was that player that everybody loves. Everybody loves at the club, and he pretty much single-handedly, like what Alex was saying, like that he didn't get much assists and goals, but for me that doesn't matter. Like he has lots of completed passes, and
He has. Sorry to just cut you out. He has a crucial goal against Vitória Guimarães or Benfica win 1-0 away
and
from home, which is his goal.
yeah, and he just comes back and defends, and he's a skillful player too. Like there's like some moments where he like flicked it over. I don't know what team it was against, but he flicked it over the defender and then like went past another guy. I think it was against Nacional. I'm gonna say something like that. And I think he earned his big money move to Bayern, especially with the season he played. And he also, for 18 years old, he's already competing at this level. And for me, the best midfielder in the league, Sanchez was better than
man.
Adrien Silva, and he inspired us to win the title, and for me, that's why. Let's hear your.
All right, so before I start and prove why Adrian's better, I don't think Sanchez is a bad player. All right, I don't think he's a bad player. I think at 18 years old, he's very good. But Kyle told me that he's better than Adrien Silva, which I think is completely false, and I think it's kind of stupid to be honest. Because if you just look at statistics, right, as a central midfielder, Sanch, 2 goals, 1 assist, 79 passing percentage. So
Okay. In 6 months. In 6 months. Okay. Don't forget about
25
that.
appearances.
Adrian.
25 appearances.
Okay. How many did Adrian have?
31 or something like that. 30.
Okay, because you need to back up your stats with the, any I don't want to cut you off really quick. I don't want to cut you off, but really quickly. Don't forget that Adrian has 7, 8. He's 8 years older than Renato.
Yeah, I understand that. I understand that.
The fact that he's a lot older can, for example, influence
But
the way that he plays
guys
and
are
the
saying-
passing percentage. That's what I'm just saying. The passing percentage is
But
a
he's
lot
defensively-
related to the.
He's one of the. You guys are saying Sanchez is the player of the season for Benfica, all this stuff, or
I
one
didn't
of the
say
player
that.
of the season, one of the player of the seasons. All right.
He's not the player of the season, player of the year.
Kevin said that. Kevin said that, and he's a Portista. But move on. Sorry.
All right. So, I just don't think. I forget what I was gonna say now. But if you go and look at our other podcast, and if you watch it the whole way through, and you listen to us talking about our team of the years, you can see that Kyle put Adrien Silva in it, and he left out Renato Sanch.
It's just
So,
it's just like when Kevin forgot to put Danilo in.
It was an accident. I can see why.
And just really quickly, there's 11 players, but I think there were a lot of players that, for example, were out of my list. For example, like João Mario, that were absolutely
Yeah, I don't know
tremendous.
why.
But you have to
put
choose
Dyson in,
11.
right? You put
And
Dyson
it's
in,
very,
right?
yeah, and
come
it's
on.
very hard to choose.
So
We're
hard.
talking about 11 players, and
I know
choosing
that, but
Adrien
if
is
Sanchez is
obviously,
better, if Sanchez is better,
it-
right? And he carried your guys' season, changed your season. Why would he not be in it?
maybe because of the reason that some other players weren't, because they only played 6 months. It's a
Yeah,
whole
well,
season.
let me get back to Adrien Silva stats quickly, right? So he played 30 games in the league, out of 34, of course. 8 goals, which for a midfielder is not bad.
How many penalties?
How many penalties? Exactly. How many
5 or
penalties?
something like that.
Okay.
Which is still more. He'd still have more goals than Sanch.
2 more.
But
Wait, 1 more. He would have like 1 more
Yeah,
goal.
and 6 assists from the midfield and 86 passing percentage. So I think that the stats alone prove that Adrien
Yeah,
Silva
but
is
for
better.
me, he didn't like. He may have those stats, but not like Sporting did anything with those stats anyway. Because you guys didn't even. You guys won the Supertaça, big deal. Renato won the Portuguese league and the Taça de Liga, and he made it into the quarterfinals of the Champions League.
I just want to say that he was absolutely crucial against Zenit and against Bayern Munich. I just want to point that out really quickly. Against top quality
Yeah,
opponents.
Yeah,
He
I think he played good
proved
against
that he was-
Atletico Madrid.
And he also played against Athletic. I even forgot about that. The guy proved that he can play against the best of the best, and I didn't see that from Adrien Silva simply because Sporting didn't even make it out of the group stage of the Europa League.
No,
I mean,
we made it.
You made it out, and you lost against Bayer Leverkusen. I didn't see anything from Adrien Silva. Like, I'm not saying he's a bad player. I think that he's very good. I really, really liked him back at Academica. I think when he joined Sporting, he just got a little bit too aggressive. I think he's very physical, and he should just stand back on that. I think he's a little bit too physical. He's slicing too much, but that's besides the point. I think he was a tremendous player. Now with age, I think that he's peaked. I think he's at his top. I don't think he can get any better.
No, I think next season we'll see next season.
Renato has at least 10 years, and we know that he's not going to retire at 28. He has at least 10 more years ahead of him.
I get that. I get that.
I'm just
18 years old. I get he's got massive potential. Yada yada yada. All right, I get that, but Kyle said at this current moment, Renato Sanchez is better, and I don't agree with
Yes.
that.
And
Because Adrien Silva,
I have to agree because you have to think about everything: age, potential, the way that he played, how crucial he was. Everything comes into
yeah,
play.
but
Kevin,
Adrien
If
Silva is just
Adrien
as
Silva,
crucial though.
I'm telling you right now, if Adrien Silva was 21 and he had those 8 goals, those 6 assists, and the 85% pass percentage, I would tell you that Adrien Silva is better than Renato right now. But the fact that he's already 26 and he's been playing in the Portuguese league for like what 3, 4 seasons, at least at Sporting, he's a lot more experienced than Renato. He knows where to place the ball. He knows where to not place it. He doesn't take risks. He's not a risk taker, unlike Renato. You know, that's
I
also
get that, but
important.
he's you said Renato's very influential for Benfica, right? But Adrien Silva is the same. I'm pretty sure against Boavista, the game that we drew, I don't think Adrien Silva was playing, and it just shows right there. It just shows right there how influential he is. Because that game we drew
You
0-0, right?
Yeah, but I could
Yeah,
go around and show you how many games Benfica lost with Renato on the pitch and without Renato on the pitch. Same end result.
I
I
know that.
think I
Yeah,
think Benfica, excluding Champions League games, lost once with Renato on the pitch, and it was against Porto.
Of course, it had to be.
The ones,
Yeah,
no,
but I kind of
no,
want to hear Kevin's opinion on Sanchez.
yeah, sure.
yeah. Kevin, you bring up your opinion for this, because
All right, here's my opinion. I'm gonna go first with both players. Adrien Silva is a great player, just like Renato is a better player. But if you're gonna compare the two, hold on. If you're gonna compare the two, Renato just I don't know, he's just a step above. He's just a whole other level above Adrien. I'm sorry. The kid turned the season around for Benfica. They were like what, 7 points behind first place. Then here comes Renato, who has been with Benfica since he was a kid, so pretty much all his life. I don't know if he installed that. I wish that Port had a player like that right now with that Mistika. That's what it is. But anyway, yeah, but nothing like Renato. You know,
Obviously
Port,
not, but still a
Port
tremendous
has
player.
we've just been mediocre the last couple of seasons. But with Renato, he
it will be
turned
for
the
a while.
season around. Yeah, we'll see you next season. All right. You
Yeah,
can
but
worry about Alan Ruiz. All right, and
and your little Petrovic, or whatever that
yeah,
guy's name
Petrovic, whoever that is. That's my nobodies. Their names sound good.
Yeah, but Alex, you said that Adrien Silva didn't play against Boavista, and I just went to check, and he did, and he got a yellow card.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Okay, but back to Kevin. Kevin was speaking. Kevin, go on.
Yep. So, like I was saying, Renato was just a level above Adrien, and there's a reason why Renato came in over Adrien. And don't say it's because he's overhyped. He is not overhyped. The kid turned the season around for his club. They won the league. They won Taça de Liga. You could tell the kid is like full of life. Like he's very energetic. Look at the celebrations at the Marquês. Like he was having so much fun, and that's what it was. I think that the team was a little uptight. He came in and loosened them up a little bit. You know what I mean? I think that's what did it. He came, was like, guys, whatever it is, what it is. Let's just go out there, have fun, see what happens. And then look what happened. They lost in the Champions League with Bayern Munich. But what did they lose? What did they get eliminated by? A goal or something? They lost at home, right?
Wait, three.
No, they lost away and they tied at home, correct?
We got up by 1 goal.
All right. So that right there, against a team like Bayern Munich, that's very impressive. Trust me, I know my team, as mediocre as they were, they beat Bayern at home 3-1. I have to throw that in there. But yeah, we did get thrashed there. But it goes to show you, like Benfica held their own at Bayern. So
You want to know who Porto lost 3-1 to as well? Just take a guess.
Well,
Sporting.
Alright,
That's it.
oh,
hold
come on.
Kevin,
Oh, I'm sorry.
Kevin.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Kevin, are you saying that Renato already at 18 has leadership qualities in him?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's the next Cristiano Ronaldo. He's going to
Nah.
be, I'm telling you, he's going to be like Ronaldo, and he's going to be a Ballon d'Or winner. You'll see, Alex.
Nope.
Adrien is 26. He's not ever in his life going to be discussed for a Ballon d'Or, but you will see that Renato is going to be mentioned one of these days. After Messi and Ronaldo, like further down the road, a few years from now, you're going to see if he's consistent and he doesn't flop, which I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, he's done great for Portugal. All right, that's your opinion, but he's going to be a Ballon d'Or contender in the next couple of years, and he will be mentioned with Neymar. Obviously, Neymar is Neymar, but he'll be in the running.
All right, I wanna ask this to Alex. Pogba was a nobody back at Manchester United. No one knew him. Was signed by Juventus, and now look where he is.
Well, actually,
Did you?
at
You
United,
didn't
he
know
was.
Pogba?
At
You-
United,
you-
he was a wonder kid though. Like he was.
No, come
Yes,
on,
he
no
was.
one
He was
heard
not
of
coming down.
Pogba. No,
Sanchez is a
yeah,
wonder
he
kid at
was.
Benfica.
What I'm trying to say is that Renato established himself as a very good player at Benfica, and you say he's gonna flop. Yet Pogba, which no one ever knew about,
No,
you
but
know,
he was back up there.
had the tremendous, games at Juventus, had tremendous seasons, and now he's being discussed to be one of the greatest midfielders that possibly can be in the future. I'm telling you right now, you slap Pogba and Renato in the midfield, and you never lose a game.
Oh my God, agreed.
Oh man. Alright, let's just
See?
let's just do this. I don't even know why we argued this.
And I think
deep down,
everyone.
deep
I
down,
just think
I think you
everyone.
guys agree. I think you guys agree with me deep down. It's just you guys are just
Okay.
biased. Benfica
Okay,
fans.
let's just not go into it.
No, Adrien's a
And I
good player, like I said. He's a
I
good player,
think too.
but
I think
Yeah,
he's
he
no
is
way
good,
even
but
close
he's
to
not-
what Renato is, man.
Of
He's
course
not
not.
obviously quality.
It's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
down. It's just down to his own.
At this moment, he's not. At this current moment, I don't think he is.
So are you
Alright.
telling me that at this moment? Hold on. Are you telling me that at this moment, Bayern Munich should have signed Adrien over Renato?
For sure.
Okay, let's set it up here. I think we need to hear anything else now. Let's just move on
Listen,
to
listen.
our next topic because I don't think there's anything to discuss.
I can't wait till he returns to Benfica in 2020 whenever his thing's
Yeah,
up.
me too.
I can't
I
wait.
cannot
But
wait till
because
You guys know Anderson, right? Obviously, you guys know Anderson, Porto to United. Yeah, that is not. That's on.
oh, that kid. Yeah, he was super good. I don't know what happened. Well, but
exactly, you're not the song.
That's a different story, though. You're going
Okay.
something completely different.
okay, but let's.
There's not really that different. He's joining a big club.
Yes,
Yes, it is
warming
different.
the bench, and he's gonna be
Alright.
warming
It's
the bench.
different.
I want to
You
know.
know
I
that
want to know what the
England-
viewers think.
Like,
You
I
guys
think
should-
the viewers will agree that Renato is better.
I think
yeah,
that-
exactly. But what
We'll
I'm,
see.
you know, we're talking about England. England is obviously different. They overhype players so much. Just look at Markovic. He freaking played left wing back. You know, so England is a whole different thing. Okay, you can't even compare England to
Yeah, but-
Germany. Not Sanchez is gonna be able to develop there. And if he gets 5 minutes, he gets 5 minutes. If he gets 90 minutes, no one's gonna care. The
You want
press isn't
someone
gonna make a
else,
big fuss about it. That's what I'm saying.
I think he's overhyped right now at the moment.
Okay,
way.
that's just.
I want to make a point about the Anderson thing real quick.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay, you want to compare the whole Anderson thing with Renato. When
Yeah.
Anderson left Porto to go to Manchester United, was he playing in the Brazil national team at the time? Or even got called up to even sit on the bench at all? I don't know, but I'm asking because I really don't know.
Maybe he
I don't
was.
think so.
I don't think so. Renato
don't
has
think
been called up and he's already played. I mean,
Mhm.
that speaks for itself pretty much, if you ask me. And
Yeah,
Anderson
but
was a
Brazil's got lot
fantastic
more
player.
quality, though, than Portugal.
And what?
Like, how often do you see, a hyped up Brazilian get called up? And
All the
I'm
time.
checking right now, and
Ederson.
at
Ederson.
what time did he leave Porto?
Yes, exactly. That's good.
Okay,
Kyle.
at United.
Anderson was completely. He's very good, but he got called up to the national team just because he got thrown around everywhere.
Listen, I just looked it up right now. I'm on his
Mm-hmm.
Wikipedia page, Anderson's Wikipedia page. He joined United in 2007,
Mm-hmm.
and his first half for Brazil was in 2007, so he did get called up. So he was hyped just like
Okay.
Son.
Okay, but that's afterwards. He was
Yeah.
Renato plays for Benfica. Okay, well played for Benfica, and he got called up to the national team. Anderson was still in Porto, and he didn't even get called up to Brazil. He had to wait till he got called to Manchester United.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Renato is
agree.
just phenomenal, dude. That kid's got a bright future ahead. He's only 18, and I can't wait to see what he's gonna do. I don't think he's gonna start right away for Bayern,
I think he
but you
can go
got to
for
give it time. Just
Chelsea.
because I just want to say something to Alex. Just because he doesn't start right away doesn't mean that he's going to be flopping. You got to remember that he's the
Oh,
new
I
player, and
never
they
said
still
that.
got good players in the midfield. You know what I mean? You got to give it time. But I'm telling you right now, the kid's going to be phenomenal, and he will be, in my opinion, one of the contenders for the Ballon d'Or soon
No, I
enough.
don't
Okay,
think you will.
I can put this out there, and as biased as I may be in so many things, when a player is a good player, I'll say it. João Mário is a tremendous player. Ruben Neves is a tremendous player. I would
Hmm.
love to have him at Benfica. I would love to have Ruben Neves at Benfica. When a player is good, I'll say that he's good. And in my opinion, Renato is better than Adrien. If he was playing at Sporting, I would say the exact same thing. Like I said that João
I don't
Mário
think
is
you would
miles
then.
better than Adrien. I think, for example, João Mário is miles better than Adrien. I think you guys have a tremendous player that is going to run out his contract, Andre Martins. I think he's a phenomenal player as well.
Oh,
He
come
doesn't
on.
play. I'm just saying that you guys have very good players that you won't even use. What I'm saying is, I see talent, I point it out, like everyone else. Kevin's a Portista, and he's talking good about Renato. He can talk good about João Mário. He can talk good about Ruben Neves. Kevin's the same thing, and you should be the same thing as well.
I
You
never
should
said
just.
that. I never said Sons is bad.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that you're denying yourself that he can be one of the best midfielders in the world in 10 years. That's what I'm
I just
saying.
don't think he will
Less
be.
than that.
Come on, Kevin. Alright, let's move on. Kevin,
Oh my
Exactly.
God. No, 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 no. I want to spend a
you're
few more
supposed
minutes on this.
to be
The
you
runs
know?
that he was making yesterday against Iceland, like starting counterattacks, he's done that all year for Benfica. Go back and
Hmm.
watch. You can go on YouTube. I'm sure that they have clips of it all over the place. But from when I seen Benfica play, he did the same exact thing at Benfica that he's doing for Portugal now. From what I've seen yesterday with Iceland, starting those counterattacks, quick, fighting off players, two, three players at a time, like it's nothing. You know what I mean? The kid's got great control, great dribbling ability, very technical. He scored, like Peter mentioned before, the goal against Vitória de Guimarães. Had he not scored that game, who knows how the season would have turned around, ended up. I mean, he scored, that lifted the team, and they were non-stop from there until they played my Port, which we all know what happened.
Even even
Got a flesh on my shoulders.
even his great assist against Porto with Mitrogo, that was a tremendous pass.
Absolutely, yes, it was.
So the kid's got talent. There's no point in denying it. I think we just should just move on because we're not going to convince Alex.
Wasn't
That's
he-
okay.
Hey,
He'll be
viewers,
begging for forgiveness when he's mentioned in the Ballon d'Or contention.
when you
All
guys
right,
do
Alex.
this, when the
Okay.
viewers hear this, just listen.
Okay.
Don't be biased, and just go what your heart tells you. All right, Adrien Silva. All right, we can move on.
Okay. Kevin, a lot of work for you right now. Porto officially signed Felipe, which I said last pod was a crucial position for them. They had to improve the center back position. I think this kid's 27, so he's obviously not really a kid. I think it's his first experience in Europe. I might be wrong. Tell me what you think of him or what you think he can bring to the team.
Honestly, at that age, he is up there in age, but that doesn't really matter. I mean, look at what Jackson did when he came to Porto. What was he, like 26? About the same age, maybe.
I don't know, maybe
Um,
25.
25, 26, not that far off. But regardless, I've never really seen him play. Everybody's talking good about him. I don't know, maybe they've seen YouTube videos about him. But I'm going to be honest, and I never seen him play. Same thing with João Carlos Teixeira. I never saw him play. I've looked up his YouTube videos, and from what I've seen, he's a decent player.
Yeah.
I can't say he's great or he's got great potential. I never see the kid play. I mean, you can only go off of so much from video clips, but
Definitely.
in any case, I just hope that they both do a good job with the team. They can help the team out because we need it. We're not even a good team. We're just a mediocre team, honestly. And some of the games that we did lose, was BS. We got screwed, whatever. But it's
Most of them
embarrassing.
were due to very poor footballers that you had.
Yeah, very poor performances. Even
Defending.
Hector Herrera, he plays good in Mexico, and he does have good games. Like against Benfica, he scored that goal. But mostly throughout the season, it's just been inconsistency from all the players. Corona, Brahimi, he's a very selfish player. But going back to the new guys, I just hope they can come back with the team, come back to beating Sporting again, because we can beat the champions, but we can't beat the second place team. I mean, that can't happen. If you're gonna win one, you got to win the other. But I'm sure that's got Alex's head big, that that they beat a mediocre Port at best. But that's my opinion on the new guys, and all I want is for them to come, help the team, and the team is successful. Send Sporting down to 7th place again, or wherever the hell,
Okay, I just want to touch on really quickly. Casitas was absolutely tremendous in both games against Benfica. I just want to point that out really quickly. He was man of the match in both of those. So you've already mentioned João Teixeira. I'm gonna give you my thoughts on him because I know from Jack, he's a Liverpool and Benfica supporter. He watches them regularly, and he knows that the kid's got talent. Do I know if João Teixeira is gonna start right away? I don't know, but I got a big question for you here, Kevin. I was just thinking while you were speaking. Where does Quintero fit in all of this? Because João Teixeira is an attacking midfielder. Quintero is an attacking midfielder. Will Quintero ever get the nod at Porto? Was he a useless signing? What's going to happen? What do you think?
right now I think it's just a little too late. He gained a lot of weight. I forgot what team he was loaned out to, but they even sent him back because he just wasn't working out. Now, if he gets fit again and he actually tries, fine. But in my honest opinion, and people are talking about Quintero, but I would really like to see Calvin come back. When that year that we won the league, the 92nd minute, I'm sure you'll never forget that. I'm sure it still haunts you in your dreams. But that season, that's not the only game that he saved Porto.
Braga.
Exactly.
Braga. You were losing
can't
to Braga
forget that.
2-0, and he turns it around and scores like 2 goals, and he wins 3-2.
Off the bench too.
Yes, I remember that game perfectly. Yes, you
Me
totally
too.
agree. He can be a game changer.
Exactly. And what I don't get is, to me, when I look at Calvin and what he did that season, he's an impact player. Why the next season didn't he get a chance? You know what I mean?
Exactly. And
Now we're
he's
talking
super
about
skilled.
Quintero. He is. He's speedy and everything. He's very technical. I think he's better than Quintero. I don't know if anybody else will agree with me, but to me, Calvin is better than Quintero. Quintero is back with the club because the team he was at didn't want him anymore. But I think Calvin deserves a chance. Maicon can stay in Brazil if he wants. I don't care where he goes, honestly. We don't need quitters on our team. But Calvin needs to come back. Nuno Espírito Santo needs to evaluate him. We need to sell some players because, financially we're going to start to be strained pretty soon. Start with Brahimi.
And you have useless players as well that just don't help out.
Tons. It's like they signed just so Sporting want to get him. They should just sell Marega back to Marítimo and sell him to Sporting. I don't care what they do with him. Suk, the same thing. It's unfortunate that they didn't work out. But maybe they deserve another chance. They came in halfway through the season. The team was still rocky. You know what I mean? But if he wants to give them a chance too, so be it. But they're gonna have to start trimming the fat very soon. And I think that Calvin should be brought back. I know he's loaned until December, so maybe if need be, if we need help,
in January.
Have him come back in January. If not, and we're in good shape, just to not really mess anything up, leave him there for another couple of months in Brazil so he can gain more experience, get some more minutes, and then the following season bring him back if need be. But we'll have to wait and see what happens in the first half of the season.
I'm not even sure if he's even playing at Palmeiras, though. I can't be 100% sure. But he's
with Maicon.
Oh, he's at what? He went to São Paulo? I thought it was the
Yeah. Oh, and he's been doing fantastic there. Unbelievable.
Okay, I agree with you. I don't have that 90-second minute in me anymore. I still hate to talk about it, but he's tremendous. He's a tremendous player. I liked him. He's pretty good. I don't know why Porto got rid of him. I mean, I'm sort of glad that they did because he was a very good impact player. Obviously not. Okay, so Quintero was worth 4 million. I thought it was a bigger investment by Porto. They have like a 25 million release clause on him, but I don't think that's going to work out. I like Quintero as well, but he's just too lazy. He reminds me a little bit of Jurisic and how both of them work out. So Kevin, your Porto got some new kits. What do you think?
I really like the home jersey. It has that retro look to it, that retro feel. Um, the black one with the constellation on it, I like the black with the logo with the white. I just think that I'll post it later on my Twitter. There's a jersey that they had from the 90s where it's like half blue, half orange with the outline of a dragon. They
Yeah.
should have used that outline in white instead of the constellation. I think that would have looked nice, or something similar to it. But
Hmm.
I mean, I get that it's original, great idea, constellation, Draco, the dragon, and the whole story. But I just think that they should have used an actual dragon instead of the constellation. And
Hmm.
that's my opinion on the kits. I don't really have too much to say about that. Besides
Yeah.
the home kit is beautiful.
I just want to say that's a huge improvement from last season. Those are this away kit. I really like it. It almost brings it back to Nike. When you guys had that amazing away kits a lot of the times.
Well,
So
anything
yeah,
is better
this
than a ship brown.
definitely,
I
definitely.
didn't mind that brown kit. Hey,
Oh
honestly,
my
I didn't
god.
mind it.
I don't like it at all. I
I
don't know
actually
why you
didn't,
like
but
that. I
I
think
honestly didn't
it's just,
mind
Oh
it.
my.
oh my god. But anyway, moving on. Yeah, so shirts got released. Benfica's are gonna get released soon because a friend of mine actually tweeted them, and Benfica said it's very soon to be, seeing the new shirts. So yeah, the season is getting underway. Benfica will play at Algarve against the Derby and Vitória de Setúbal on
Hmm.
the 20 something, or is it on the 16th? I think it's on the
I think
16th.
it's 15th, 16th, and 17th or something like that. Like the
Yeah,
whole thing.
around that. So the season is getting really close now. I mean, Jesus Christ, we're almost getting preseason games. So excited for the new season. Alex, moving on to you. Sporting signed Petrovic for 3 million euros. Just what you want to know that he's a Miguel Veloso backup at Dinamo Kiev. Doesn't even start. Didn't play against Porto in the Champions League. What do you think?
So I don't know a lot about him, but I looked at some highlight videos and I seen a goalie score from half, which that's pretty cool. But he's 6'4", and yeah, he might have been a backup to Miguel Veloso, but he made almost 50 appearances for Serbia, who aren't bad. They didn't qualify for the Euros. They aren't bad. Like they're not a bad nation. So I don't really know. We're gonna have to just wait and see how he does when the
Okay.
season starts.
Where does this put Sandro? Does
I don't think
the
he's gonna
Sporting
join.
still go to Sandro? You
No,
think
I don't think.
that goes off now that they signed Petrovic?
Yeah, yeah, I don't
Okay.
think we're gonna sign him just because
What about
they
Mitrovic?
seem kind of that's kind of died down as well. I mean, I wish, I hope
Mm.
so,
Okay.
but that's kind of died down.
Yeah, okay, so last thing I just want to touch is Benfica. Benfica are almost completing a deal with Rosales, from what I've understood. The player wants a little bit of more money. I think they're going to give it to him. It's just a little bit shady. Right now, also, Eliseo is waiting on a new contract. If he doesn't get a one that's more that gives him more money, he's going to stay with Benfica at least for another year. That's what I know. And the Salvio thing, Benfica are looking out to sell him. But if no big offer comes in, he'll stay. Kyle, I just want to ask you really quick: would you be sad if Salvio left Benfica?
Uh, yeah, I would be sad because I really like Salvio as a player. But you know what? I think to be honest, I don't see him getting into the starting 11 next season because I think we have too many wingers, especially with Peasy and Carrillo and Servi. They're probably going to be all competing. So I think we should, if a
And
Chinese
Carcelo.
club, and Carcel, yes. And I think if a Chinese club offers big money or any club offers big money for Salvio, I think that's when we sell him because I just don't see him. And he's injury prone, and I just don't see him starting next season.
By the way, I just want to shout out my source here, at underscore Gomes89. He's my go-to guy for Benfica stuff because he's very knowledgeable on the east side. He's an ITK, so if you guys want anything Benfica related, you should follow him. Now let's get on to some Twitter questions because we actually got some today. So I'm gonna start out with Kevin here. Kevin, this question also comes from Kevin, but this one is a tricampeão, unlike you. Should
So
Ronaldo have said what he said at the end of the game?
with what Ronaldo said.
Yeah.
First, shout out to Kevin there. He's my buddy on Twitter. Love talking to him. Him and Timmy, uh, great Benfica friends of mine. I have to say.
We all love
But about
them.
uh-huh.
We
With
all
Voodoo,
love
yeah,
them.
him, Timmy,
Yeah.
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 Um, anyway, with what Ronaldo said at the end of the game, I have no problem with that. I mean, while we were doing this podcast, I have the TV on ESPN actually, and whatever show this is, they had him like on a list. It's like a rundown, and they talk about like sports things,
Mhm.
whatever. Ronaldo was on the list, and I guess they were saying like about what Ronaldo said at the end of the game and blah blah blah. And they're even talking about how he told the Iceland player that he was going to trade jerseys with him in the locker room or in the tunnel. But there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, Iceland was talking so much garbage about Portugal and this and that, but Ronaldo spoke the truth. All he said was that Iceland was defending and clearing the ball, defending, clearing the ball. I understand that, the team should have done better. He should have done better because he's a lot better than that. We all know Ronaldo is great and he can do better than what he did yesterday. But
Mhm.
to me, I have no problem with that, and I appreciate the question from Kevin.
Yeah, me too. I also appreciate the question. I just think that yeah, I have to agree with you just to finish this off
No, for me,
because
I disagree with that because
oh, but
Ronaldo, he shouldn't be
I s-
saying that. Like, he should just worry about Portugal and not the other teams in the competition. Just
yeah,
worry about himself.
but Iceland's manager said that Pep and Ronaldo are both what did he say that they basically
Actors, he
are
said.
Yeah,
actors,
something about Hollywood.
Hollywood stars.
exactly.
Yeah.
So he also put a little bit of spark into this little talk here. So it's normal that he wants to answer
Yeah,
back
but
a little bit, but the
it's the
answer should have been
same.
given inside on the pitch. That's what matters. Yeah.
For me, it's the same thing as Sporting, like Bruno de Carvalho and Jorge Jesus. Like,
Hmm.
all they did was talk, 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 and Rui Vitoria and Luis Felipe Vieira, they didn't really. They just left it, and I guess it backfired on Sporting. So I don't think Ronaldo should be talking,
Saying
and
that.
I think he should just be quiet.
See,
Hmm.
I don't think
All
it's a
right.
big deal. I don't think it's that big
Um,
of a deal. I think,
uh,
if they're talking about us, then Ronaldo can say that. We already say that they celebrated like they won the World Cup and that they played kick and saves or something like that. Something along those lines. And they
what
did.
Ronaldo said?
Yeah.
Ronaldo said they parked the bus and they put the ball forward every time. That's all they did.
Oh, and he was
It's
speaking the
true.
truth. That is what they did.
Hmm. Okay.
You can't blame them,
Uh,
though.
yeah.
They're dangerous.
Next question also comes from Kevin Tricampeão once again. Should Renato Sanches start versus Austria over João Moutinho?
Yes,
Kyle.
yes, of course he should, because João Moutinho did nothing against Iceland, and Sanchez, when he got subbed on, he did more than João Moutinho, and I think that they should really start him. Like, I just, I don't know why for me, they should have started him versus Iceland, to be honest. But I think that Fernando Santos is just looking at his age, and he thinks that that's the key factor why that he's not going to be starting him. But I think he shouldn't be looking at age and just start him, and I think he would be the difference.
Okay, so Alex would probably say that Adrien should start. So Kevin, what do you think?
Hey, no. He can still come to me.
Okay.
Alright, so Adrien should start, in my opinion. Alright, you can move to Kevin.
Okay.
As far as Renato, yes, a million times yes over Adrien. I don't want to hurt Alex's feelings. Let's start Adrien alongside Renato if we can. That actually is a good question by Kevin, and I appreciate his other question. But yes, Renato all the way. And if it's between him and Adrien, Adrien can go on the bench. He could actually be the water boy. Help us out.
Okay. Next.
Yeah,
Next
wait, I have a
question.
question, though. I have a
Wait,
question.
okay.
Who
Sure.
would someone start over? That's what I would like to know.
João Moutinho.
No, Andre Gomes.
Okay. Anyway, moving
Yeah.
on. Not even more talking about that. Fact Textile 29, one of Kyle's and Alex's friend, asked, "Do you think Portugal can bounce back in their next game? And if so, who do you think the key members will be?" Key members, in my opinion, Ronaldo and Quaresma,
Yeah.
possibly Renato as well. And I think we can definitely bounce back, and we should win this next game because if we don't, then we're gonna be in a lot of trouble. What about you guys?
Yeah, I agree with Ronaldo and Quaresma. I think that they will definitely be the key players, the key members that will hopefully get us a result against Austria. Um, but hopefully Danilo, I really hope that Danilo, how injured is he? Like, do you think
I
he'll
think
play next game or no?
no. Fernando Santos said that he was just a knock and he should be ready for next game. It wasn't anything crucial.
Oh,
It
okay.
wasn't
So
anything bad.
I think he would also I think he's gonna be key next game. He may have started not the best, but I think he'll bounce back and he'll play really good against Austria.
Oh, okay. Kevin.
I think that the most important players for this next coming game is going to be everybody. Everybody's got to chip in. Everybody's got to do their part. I'm not too worried about the tie against Iceland, honestly. I know a lot of people are bummed out about it. It sucks. I wanted them to win too. But in my opinion, Iceland was the toughest team of the group. We all predicted that they were going to be second. So it wasn't just going to be a walk in the park. So I believe that we will win the next two games. We'll still win the group. And like I said, I think the players who are going to have the most impact has to be everybody. But if you have to ask like what player specifically, I'll have to say Renato if he starts, Quaresma and Ronaldo. They got to show up, bring their A game, and everybody else has to follow suit.
Alex, you're the last one.
For me, I think Ronaldo and Quaresma, but I think that a bit different from Mario. I think he's got to have a big game against Austria if we want to get 3 points. Yeah, do what he does with Sporting and just create chances, and we should get 3 points in that game.
All right. Tanner Dickinson asked, "Who do you think will start in the midfield versus Austria?" Kevin, I'll go with you first.
All right, great question. Again, Renato. I don't know if you should really put Adrien, but I would say leave André Gomes in there one more game. Put him in the middle with Renato. See what they can do. And I think that's who should start in the midfield, along with Danilo.
Okay, yes, perfect. You agree with me. I have the exact same idea. André Gomes, Renato, and Danilo.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
I agree the exact same too.
I disagree.
Alex.
I disagree.
Obviously.
Of course.
Let me guess. William Carvalho, João Mário, and Adrien Silva.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Yeah, they've played together over the entire season. They know each other like the back of their hand. So I think then those two just a.
I think we lost Alex.
Okay.
Okay, so I think you got cut out pretty good, because he was talking trash. No, just kidding. I get what he's saying, but I don't think William should ever start over Danilo. So moving on to our next question here. Matt Da Silva asks, "Do you believe that Portugal can escape the group first, and how do you think their matches will end?" So score lines or just results versus Austria and Hungary. Do you think Portugal will win both games?
I'm
And
back by the way,
finish.
sorry. My mic died. I just plugged it in. Sorry about that.
Okay. I can start with you, Alex. Do you think that Portugal are going to finish first? And what do you think the results will be against Austria and
In Hungary?
Hungary? Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're finishing first. No question about it. And I think against Austria, I'd like to see a nice 4-0. That's what I want. But no, who doesn't want to see a thrashing? But what I think is probably a 2-1. They don't have Dragovic because he just got a red card, I'm pretty sure. So,
Yeah.
I think he's their best defender because Alba plays in the midfield for them. And then against Hungary, I didn't see their game against Austria, but Austria were undefeated in qualifying. I know they won. Yeah, I know they won. And Austria were 9 wins, 1 draw in qualifying, which is obviously very good.
Yeah.
And Hungary just goes and beats them 2-0, so they could be underdogs. But I still think Portugal's gonna win. I'd say if they sit back like Iceland, I could say 1-0 to Portugal.
As for me, I think Portugal can still finish first. About the scoreline, meia zero chega. That's what I'm saying. I don't care It can both of our goals can be on goal. Both of our goals can be on goals. I don't give a crap as long as we win. I'm happy with that. That's what I want. But I still think we can finish first and with very good results. Kyle.
Yeah, I think Austria is gonna be a really tough game. But I think it's probably gonna be 1-0 or 2-1, and I think our big players really need to step up that game, especially Ronaldo and Quaresma. But against Hungary, I think that's going to also be a win because if we win against Austria, I think we'll have the momentum and just beat Hungary. I really hope we smash them around, Hungary. Like, I really want a smashing in this Euro. So hopefully we smash one of those teams. Doesn't matter who, I just want to smash a team.
Kevin.
Yeah, I think the score lines, it doesn't really matter at one point as long as we win, but the best third place team in some of the groups are going to be making it through. So, we gotta score some goals because goal difference could be crucial. But I don't think that's going to be the case. I think we still will win the group. I'm 99.9% sure that we're going to win the group. As far as the other two opponents, Austria and Hungary, I'm sure we're going to win. And I might even predict and just be bold about this: Cristiano Ronaldo with a hat trick in one of these games. Honestly, it could happen.
I wish. Next question from some Jack, Mr. Duckstep. He asked, how far do you think Portugal will go in this Euro? Kevin, I'll start with you.
To me, at least the semifinals. Hopefully, we could play England. I mean, we always have luck with them within the World Cup and the last couple of Euros that we had. We had some good luck with them. So I think that we will make at least the semifinals, but hopefully we can go all the way and actually win this time and not lose like we did at home in 04.
Yeah, Jack will not like your answer since he's English, but
Whoops, sorry.
Yeah, I think that for me, this is my opinion. I think we are going to make the finals. That's just my opinion. I don't know why I feel it, but I feel this is our year. We're going to make the finals, and we're winning it. This is our year. That's all I have to say.
Alex.
Alright, so if you guys do follow me on Twitter, you see my pinned post. It's my year predictions, and I have us in the final. But that was, I'm not.
I saw that.
I wasn't thinking with my head. I was thinking with my heart. So my honest opinion, I think. So if we make it through first, we play second, and which will likely be Belgium or Italy.
Don't overthink. Don't overthink.
And then after that, we'll go on and likely play Wales or England.
Overthinking. Okay. Don't overthink.
Just give it. So I'm saying the quarterfinals. That's what I think we can make at this time. Okay. But the World Cup, when our players mature a bit more, I think we can go far.
Yeah, like Renato. Agreed.
I don't care. I can steal off.
I'll change yourself in his prime.
Anyway, I think we can make the finals. If everything goes right, if the team is 100%, if they give their all, I think this is the most important. If they give their all, if they leave it all on the pitch, I think we can definitely make the finals. Hopefully.
Absolutely. Yep.
Next question comes from Hugo Sanch. He asked, who do you guys think should be dropped for Portugal's next game against Austria? Should Renato Sanch start? Okay. On the Renato thing, I think we all touched upon that a little bit earlier. Alex is the one that doesn't think that he should start, but everyone else thinks so. Alex,
can I just answer that one more time? I have to say yes.
Alex, who do you think should be dropped for Portugal's next game?
Definitely Nani and Andre Gomes. I don't think they're good enough. Nani, I said it earlier, wastes so many chances. But Andre Gomes, I said he's clumsy. And I think Adrien Silva can come in, and Quaresma if he's fit, and if not, I still play Rafa over Nani.
Okay. I would drop Vieirinha, João Moutinho.
Forgot about him.
Yeah.
And possibly João Mario. No, I'm not sure about that last one, but that's what I would do. Kyle, who would you drop?
I agree with Alex with the Nani. I agree with you with Vieirinha and dropping João Mario too, because I don't think that he's maybe after, but you know what? This next game coming, I think they should give a different midfielder a chance.
I want to touch upon this again. I really, really liked Romario, but he didn't have a good enough game for me to deserve to start in the next match. Kevin, who would you drop for our next game?
I'm just going to make it short and sweet. I agree with you guys, Vietting it out. In the midfield, like I said, André Gomes and Danilo alongside Renato in the midfield. I think that's a very strong midfield, and that's the best bet to go right now, given the way that Gomes played the other day, which he played good, like I said. I just don't think it was great like everybody's saying, but he did have a good game.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so our last question goes from our big friend here, Nelson at Tricampeão. Love you, bro. You're awesome. Is Moutinho hurting more than helping? Gomes and João Mario are more than creative enough. Does either start? So his question is Moutinho hurting more than helping? What do you guys think? We'll start with that.
Hurting. He's definitely.
You want me to go
hurting
first?
Sure.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, y'all can just say hurting or is he helping? What do you guys think?
You can go ahead, Kyle.
Okay,
I think he's hurting the team, to be honest, because, like I said before, he wasn't creating anything in the match, and he hasn't really been impressive in the friendlies either. Like, he wasn't really catching my eye anyway there, and I think he should just be dropped and give a different midfielder a chance. He's just hurting us.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's hurting us more than he's helping. Kevin.
Yeah, I have to agree. He's always going to have a place in my heart for what he did for my team, but in this Euro so far, he has been hurting us more than helping, and I don't think he should have started, honestly. It's like a Paulo Bento move that Fernando Santos did, and he's a lot smarter than that, honestly, but yeah, that's my opinion on Moutinho.
Alex.
I think he's definitely hurting. He's honestly kind of invisible, but I remember a chance against Estonia where somebody crossed it in, he got on the end of it, but he tripped over the ball, and it just trickled to the goalie. So definitely think it's hurting, and yeah, we could use someone else there.
I really also want to say that one reason why I think he's also hurting, besides the bad form, is the fact that Portugal, the way that they're playing, they need an attacking midfielder that is tall and knows how to shoot, because João Moutinho appeared so many times on the top of the box to have second chances, to win rebounds. So I think Portugal will need a more physical player for that position as well.
If Talisca was Portuguese, you'd be perfect.
Been banging them in. He also pointed out in his opinion that Gomes and João Mario are more than creative to help out with that midfield without needing Moutinho. Do you all agree?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, I also agree. And his question, does either start? For me, I would have said no. You guys say yes, right?
Yeah, for the next game, we gotta be.
Yeah.
I'll give him a chance. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So
Gotta give the king a chance.
So I think that's all for today. I think this podcast went on for like 1 hour and a half. So it
Oh my
was
god,
a very,
great podcast.
longer than I expected, but it was a very, very good one. I want to thank everybody that sent us your Twitter questions. Thank you so much. It means a lot.
Yes, thank you.
Already getting these questions, and just 2 episodes in. I will leave everybody's at right now. My ad is at Peter1678 or PT Footy Podcast. Kyle can be found at Kyle_Chaves. Alex, as he's been saying, at Rezinho00, and Kevin can be found at POR_soccer. Do you guys want to say anything?
I got nothing.
All right.
I just want to say thanks for listening, and appreciate the support.
Yeah, same thing. I want to thank everybody for listening. Great questions right away from everybody. Shout out to my Benfica friends, Barbudo, Timmy, Kevin. Great Benfica fans. Love talking to them all the time. Great guys.
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to our friends Tanner and Matthew for sending in their questions in. So thanks, guys.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks,
my
Tanner, for
boy.
the question.
My boy.
and Jack and Hugo, everyone's been helping out a lot. It means a lot to us. We're all very thankful, and we'll see you guys next week, where we'll be discussing the Austria game and hopefully a big Portugal win.
And hopefully we'll also be discussing Mitrovic Is Australian sports thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Oh God.
See you guys.
See you guys.
Força Portugal and let's go Renato.
Oh my.